Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to part 47 of UCHIHA NARUTO THE SAGE. Remember to get this 1 to 100 like as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform, and also I am going to be posting what if Naruto got a new bloodline. So stay in tune after this, I'm going to be posting that. And also switch across to my main channel. Tonight I'm going to be posting what if Naruto was taken by the Raikage, and what if Naruto went missing for 4 years. So yeah guys, stay in tune and enjoy all the lovely what ifs coming your way. And if you're new and this is the first time you're hearing my voice, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click that red subscribe button and join the Anime King family and be a part of the channel. And also go ahead and check out my main channel, Anime King, where you can enjoy over 500 lovely what ifs. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. So the last time we left off, Naruto brought Karin back to the zone as he then exit the place going back to Konoha, where he came up on the bandit camp where the bandits capture a lot of women as they were going to sell them on the slave trade market. But Naruto did the right thing as he massacred all of the bandits, freeing all of the women so they could live their life. He then returned back to Konoha as Yujiro and him talk about the marriage with Mei, but Yujiro didn't really care as long as she still be with Naruto. She didn't mind if he was married because they were only doing this because they wanted two villages to become one and be a good alliance. So yeah, that was basically the last part we left off, so you guys can switch across the playlist, and yeah, let's get straight into this new episode. We start this episode right after Jiraiya left in the last part. As Zetsu appeared, the Akatsukis are on the move, said Zetsu. What's their target? Asked Naruto. The two tails, Zetsu said. Naruto stood up. As he stretched a bit, he would see what the Raikage will do when he saves his Jinchuriki. And he also needs some kind of warm up. He has been at the village so long and the only thing he faced was bandits. He needs to fight a real S-rank criminal. This is good, Naruto said, and this is also a good chance to test Sasuke's strength against S-rank criminals. I will go and get Sasuke and you follow us to give us the direction to the dance, Naruto said to Zetsu. What about Tsunade? She would want to be informed about something like this. If she's informed, it will save you from having to listen to her when you return, Zetsu said, already knowing that Tsunade wouldn't be happy if Naruto left the village and didn't tell her anything. You deal with that, Naruto said. Also, go to the cave and get me the sword of Kusanagi. I would like to give it a test run. 10 minutes later, after Naruto informed Sasuke about everything, Naruto got himself ready, his gunbei and his armor. As he came back downstairs, as he looked at Sasuke, have you prepared everything? After we deal with Kakuzu and Hidan, it will be 2 weeks because we have to wait and find Itachi as well. Because Jiraiya's spy has found the location where Itachi was now staying. And Naruto was planning on making Sasuke fight off against Itachi. Well, Sasuke was going to do that anyway, but it will take some time for him to recover after his battle. But Sasuke didn't know about that as he looked at Naruto, as Sasuke only had the thought in mind that they were going to protect a Jinchuriki from the Akatsuki. So why would they take so long? Are we going to go somewhere else after fighting the Akatsuki? Sasuke asked curiously. Naruto didn't say anything as he just walked towards the door. We don't have time to waste, he then said, as he then created a wood clone so he can tell Yujiro that he's going away for a long period of time. And also, the wood clone wouldn't give him back any memories. He didn't want any useless memories in his head right now, so that is why he didn't send a shadow clone. The next day, it was just past noon and they were still traveling towards the Lightning Country. As they got to the Lightning Country border, Naruto suggested that they should rest for some time. As Sasuke also noticed, it seems like he was waiting for someone, but Sasuke didn't ask. Did you ever get to this part of the elemental nations during your travel with Kakashi? Naruto asked as he sat down. No, answered Sasuke. Naruto just shrugged as he unsealed a bottle of water from the storage seal on his left hand. He then looked at Sasuke. You should eat something. We are going to face off against S-rank criminals. You have not done that before. Make sure you're prepared, Naruto said. Sasuke nodded as he unsealed his own things and started to eat. We have a problem, Naruto, a voice said as Sasuke jumped up as he saw that Naruto wasn't alert, as he saw a plant-like man. As Sasuke wondered what the hell was going on. What is it? Naruto asked. From Zetsu's tone, it sounded like the problem was serious. The Akatsuki, they're on the move at the same time. Pain has gone after the 6 tails, while Itachi and Kisame has gone after the 4 tails. Toby and his partner has gone after the 7 tails. And here, you're going after Kakuzu and Hidan, who has recently captured the 2 tails. Zetsu reported, surprising Sasuke that this guy knows all about the criminal organization. That leaves only 3 tail beasts left, Naruto said. So, what are you going to do now? Zetsu asked. Naruto sighed. It can't be helped. We already pushed for this. We have to keep on our tracks. I thought that Toby would do something like this. So the other Jinchurikis are going to be captured then. Neither of them can fight their pursuers, as they know that the S-rank criminals could take down the Jinchurikis. How can you be calm about this all? Sasuke asked. The Jinchurikis are going to be captured. I think that you wouldn't be happy about that. Who knows what they're planning to do with them? I am not happy about it, Naruto answered Sasuke's question. But being calm, make good decision without rush. And there is nothing that can be done in a situation like this. As he paused and looked at Zetsu. Did you bring it? Yes, Zetsu responded. As he took out the sword that Naruto had been requested. Naruto held the blade for a short moment as he then put it on a sash across his waist. Where is Hidan and Kakuzu? Not too far from here. They are walking at a rather slow pace, Zetsu stated. Sasuke, get your things ready. We will move out in 3 minutes, Naruto stated as he got up. Sasuke sighed as he quickly finished his meal. Later on, why do I have to carry this witch? Hidan yelled to his partner while holding an unconscious Yujito over his shoulder. Just shut the hell up, Hidan, Kakuzu said as he was already annoyed by his partner bickering. But why do I have to carry her? How long is it going to take us to get to the damn hideout anyway? If you stop whining, we will be there shortly. But if you continue with this nonsense, we will not get there in time. And you know how the leader is about not being on time, Kakuzu said in a serious tone. You're the one that was always shut up, Kakuzu said, cutting off Hidan. Someone is coming, Kakuzu said, as he looked around. It was then Naruto and Sasuke dropped from above as they landed right in front of Kakuzu and Hidan, breaking the ground underneath them. Sasuke landed was more dignified, but Naruto just created a huge crater. As his bloodlust was rising, he was going to face off against these 2 S-rank criminals, and the battle will be enjoyable. Who the hell are you? Hidan yelled, as the 2 Uchihas were surrounded by debris that they caused when they land. When the debris cleared, Sasuke and Naruto could be seen fully, as Naruto had his hands crossed, while Sasuke's hands remained at his side. What do we have here? Kakuzu said with a smile on his face. 2 Uchihas, the last 2 that remain in Konoha, Kakuzu said with a smile again. Zetsu then appeared in front of Naruto. What is it? Naruto asked, as Zetsu whispered to Naruto that Itachi was close. As Naruto then started to think about it, he didn't want Sasuke to be worn out when he was fighting Itachi, so he guessed that you will just have to fight these two alone. Sasuke, said Naruto. Sit this one out. What? Why? Sasuke said, as he was a bit confused and a bit angry at Naruto's words. He had him come with him so he can just let him sit this one out? That is unacceptable. I guess I can't keep this a secret for too long. You will be fighting Itachi soon, and you need to preserve your energy because Itachi won't take it easy on you. Sasuke was speechless and motionless for a moment. Go sit back, said Naruto, and don't think about going after him. He will come and find us, Naruto said in a firm tone. Sasuke did not know how to feel. Should he be happy that he is going to meet his brother and finally settle things? What should he do? But slowly, he retreated away from Naruto without saying another word. Now then, Naruto said, as he walked towards the two Akatsuki members. As he looked at Hidan, he was annoying, Naruto said in his mind, and he will not prolong a battle with a zombie. Are you going to fight us alone? Kakuzu asked quietly, as there was no mistake that this was Uchiha Naruto. He had heard of the blonde, and they did discuss the blonde in their meetings, and he was still skeptic about the blonde's strength. Settle down, Naruto said, as he turned towards Kakuzu. I will not be fighting with the both of you. Just with you, he said. I just have to take care of the rubbish first. As he turned his eyes to Hidan. Who the hell are you calling rubbish, you little punk? Hidan yelled, as he cursed loudly, as he dropped Yujito onto the ground. Kakuzu quickly walked over to get her, because Sasuke was close by, and also that other thing. Naruto then pulled out his blade, as he rushed at Hidan, as Hidan rushed at him as well. Naruto reached towards Hidan as he swung his blade right in front of his chest. Hidan brought up his sight and blocked the attack. As the weapons clashed, creating sparks to fly, Hidan tried to overpower Naruto with strength, but then he realized that the kid wasn't that weak. Hidan then stepped back as he swung his sight as he was ready to take off Naruto's head. Naruto brought up his blade as he blocked the attack. Hidan was looking directly in Naruto's eyes as Naruto placed him under a genjutsu. Naruto then pushed back his sight as Naruto jumped up and did a roundhouse kick, as Hidan was sent flying back as Naruto disappeared in a burst of speed and appeared behind Hidan as Naruto kicked him down to the ground as there was a small boom. Kakuzu shook his head. He knew that Hidan was caught in a genjutsu, but he doubted that Hidan even noticed it. He was such a dumbass. Damn it, Hidan cursed as he got up from the ground, as he dusted off his cloak, as he then glared at Naruto. He then threw his sight at Naruto, as it had a chain lock grip on it. Naruto simply jumped back, dodging the attack. Hidan rushed forward as he threw the sight again. The chain was on his hand, so it will always come back to him. Naruto dodged the sight as he then stabbed his blade into one of the holes, trapping the sight as Hidan tried to pull it back, but he couldn't. As Hidan was currently trying to retrieve his sight and forget about Naruto, as Naruto did a one-hand sign, as he then took in some breath, fire style, fireball jutsu, as he sent a large fireball as it engulfed Hidan, who couldn't move as it was coming at a rather fast pace and he was still worrying about his sight. Hidan cursed out loud as he could, as he cursed a lot of curse words, as after a minute or two, the flames then died down. Almost all of his body was burned, but he was still standing. Damn it, that hurt! Naruto then picked up his sword as Hidan finally managed to pull his sight right back to him. He charged at Naruto foolishly as he started to swipe all over the place, but Naruto was dodging them easily. Naruto jumped back as he was currently in the air, as he put his sword back in his slash and run through hand signs, wind style, almighty gust, as Naruto created a huge gust blast that sent Hidan flying back. As Naruto dropped on the ground, he rushed past Hidan and appeared behind him, as Hidan was still sent flying. Naruto then kicked him right in his back as Hidan was sent flying and crashed into the ground. "Damn it, you stupid bastard!" Hidan yelled as he slowly got off the ground. Naruto then held out his hand as it was finally time for him to test the Rasengan, along with his fire jutsu. "Fire style," Naruto said. "Rasengan," as he opened up his palm, and fire started to swirl around as a small ball was created with fire. Naruto then rushed towards Hidan as Hidan came down hard, but Naruto dodged aside as Naruto then slammed his new jutsu that he created right into Hidan's stomach, sending him flying back. Naruto then heard Kakuzu spoke. "That idiot. He's so slow. I guess I have no choice but to get involved." Hidan also yelled this. "No," he cursed. "He's mine. He's going to be my sacrifice," he said as he got up like if nothing happened. As there was a gaping hole on his stomach. It was not big, as Naruto jutsu has burned a hole right through him, but it was a hole nonetheless. "Look at you. Now I will have to patch you up," Kakuzu said. "If you don't want me to get involved, then hurry up and end this, kid. I don't want to keep the leader waiting." "Fine, I will take this serious, but you will not be taking away my sacrifice." "Serious?" Naruto muttered aloud, for Kakuzu and Hidan to hear him. "It doesn't matter whether he's serious or not. He's useless. A mere child, a genin, can process things that he couldn't." "And now, you want to see serious?" Naruto said as he ran through hand signs. "Fire style, majestic destroyer flame." The sea of flames washed over to Hidan, who simply stood still. It was impossible for him to escape this jutsu, not in time, as Kakuzu yelled for him to get out of the way, but it only landed on deaf ears, as Kakuzu couldn't bring himself to try and save him, as he would get burned and killed as well, as the flames were intense. As that jutsu that Naruto released wasn't normal, it was beyond any fire jutsu that he has ever seen, and he was living for a long time now, as he was a distance away and he could still feel the flames as they were smothering his skin. As Naruto stood there as he waited, as Hidan cursed and screams stopped a moment ago, the debris and flames finally died down and Hidan was revealed. He was pure black with burns all over his body. His mouth was wide open and his eyes wide open as well, as he was left completely naked with his sight on the ground after having to let it go, as his legs were shaking, but he was still alive despite his pitiful condition. Kakuzu cursed. He did not think that the flames would do so much damage to Hidan, but he was not dead. But Kakuzu wasn't so sure that Hidan could continue to fight in that state. He was brought out of his thoughts when Naruto started to charge towards Hidan with his blade in his hand. "Damn it," Kakuzu cursed, as he went to intercept Naruto before he could reach Hidan. He appeared in front of Naruto, but before he could do anything, someone else appeared. "You are in the way," Sasuke said with his Sharingan blazing as he swung his right foot as it then connected in Kakuzu's face. As Kakuzu didn't expect for Sasuke to appear, as the kick sent him flying away from Naruto, as this cleared the way for Naruto to continue his match with Hidan. How impatient, Naruto thought. The only reason why Sasuke felt the need to get involved is because he wanted Naruto to finish things quickly so he can face off against Itachi. As Naruto reached a few steps away from Hidan, "Amaterasu," he said. Hidan seemed to have recovered from the earlier flames out of his shock, as now he was cursing out aloud as the black flames engulfed his body. As it was pure torture for Hidan. He couldn't die, but he had to suffer through all of the pain of Amaterasu. Naruto then moved quickly towards Hidan as Kakuzu could sense what Naruto was about to do. "Hidan, look out!" But before Hidan could really react or do anything, since his body was still in so much pain, as his head then dropped to the ground, Naruto made one quick slash as he took off his head. as the flames still continued to burn him, while Hidan released curses everywhere as he was cursing up a storm. Naruto then looked at Sasuke. "Throw me a kunai," he said, as Sasuke, who was guarding Kakuzu so he could not enter the fight, threw Naruto a kunai without saying a word. Naruto caught the kunai as he shoved it right through Hidan's jaw, as he was talking too damn much. As Naruto then kicked away Hidan's head, sending it flying back into the bushes. Naruto then turned as he went to face off against Kakuzu, as he walked away from Hidan's body. But before he could do anything, Zetsu spoke. "You could have used the Tsukuyomi the first time he looked into your eyes, or you could have used the Amaterasu in the beginning of the battle," as he then paused for a moment and grinned. "If I did not know any better, I would say you wanted to test how long his body would last after you put it through all that pain. But you don't know me better. I have other reasons for prolonging this little show," Naruto said as he walked towards Kakuzu, his next opponent. Sasuke saw that Naruto was done with Hidan, so he jumped away from Kakuzu, seeing that Naruto was walking over to the man, as all he could do was watch, as he hoped that Naruto finished this quickly, as he wanted Naruto to end this so he can finally meet up face to face with Itachi. Kakuzu was still holding on to Yujito, but things were not looking good for him. Two Sharingan users was a bit too much, even if it seems that only one wanted to fight. But it is obvious that the other would intervene at any moment if that blonde-haired brat should get in any danger. As he think about running, but he could not run now. He couldn't get away from the two. Naruto was fast, and so was Sasuke. He just had to stand and fight, but he could not fight and keep Yujito safe because they need her alive to extract the tail beast out of her. He cursed as he was in a tight spot. "Now then," said Naruto, staring directly at Kakuzu, "it's time for the main dance," he said. Suddenly, there was blood dripping down as Naruto held out his right hand, as it was his own blood, as he wasn't even fighting for that moment, and blood was coming from his mouth. As he looked at his blood, his vision started to get blurry. "Damn it," Zetsu silently cursed, as he did not think that Naruto's body would be giving up at this time. The blonde had said that his problem was unpredictable. Well, at least Naruto was still standing, but he will have to finish off things quickly with Kakuzu, so he wouldn't expend as much chakra. Kakuzu smiled after seeing the blood, knowing that the blonde must have taken some damage after all, as Naruto then smiled back at him and wiped away the blood. "So you think you can beat me through you see this small bit of blood?" As Naruto Mangekyou Sharingan flare. "Well, let's dance." But guys, I'm going to be ending this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notifications they posted. And remember guys, I'm going to be posting What If Naruto Got a New Bloodline. So stay in tune and enjoy all of the what ifs coming your way. But for now, I'm out. Peace.